Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of indiscriminate gender, I'm Cabotero, and today we are back with another episode of Pokemon Insurgence, and it actually is today that we're back, because I know I have said in the past that, I only have one day I can record. However, that day was spent doing college work, so now I have to be super rushed to try to get... Oh, Max Pelham, nice. To try to get this out. I have to squeeze as many videos as I can in like a couple days that I have work off. So it's gonna be rough. He doesn't even stand a chance against my brother. London. Alright, look, your brother's named after a city. So, like, he's probably not that good. Oh well. I am gonna be doing, at some point, I'm gonna be doing a special episode where I just go and round up the, Insurgents, or the remaining Delta Pokemon before the Elite Four. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna fight me. Choice specs. Now there's a thought. We're playing for two completely different reasons. Okay, here we go. Victory Road, the land where hope goes to die. Alright, Captain Depresso. Alright. Naga. No, your name is Depresso now. Oh, boy. Alright. Hopefully this will be a good episode. I have, like, nothing I could even think of to talk about. Okay, alright, calm yourself. I'm trying to think of, like, something... Because I've said before, like, just the standard, like, oh, he's gonna do this move, and I'm gonna do this move. That's, like, the most boring thing. Alright, Simipour, I'm killing you, and I'm going to enjoy it because I hate you. Let me think. Maybe I'll just have the entire episode be me talking about how I'm trying to think of something to talk about for the episode. I think we'll do a super meta episode. I think that'll work. Let's go with that. Let's see. Oh, I noticed that I'm almost at 400 subs. That's crazy. Like, I'm in disbelief that I'm getting closer. I broke 500 followers on Twitter. That was really cool. I'm getting close to 400 followers on Twitch. Or I might be close to 500. I'm close to some 100. I just don't remember what. I'm trying to think of what it is. I'm not gonna look in the middle of the recording. Let me think. It's one of them, but I think my Twitch, or my, I'm sorry, my YouTube might actually surpass my Twitch. And if it does, you know, that's entirely, like, my fault for not streaming as much as I'd like to. But between work and school and, you know, YouTube, I have so little time. But that being said, I am going to try to stream tonight. So I should be streaming about a half hour after this video goes live. Oh, a Simisage. I am going to Flare Blitz you, and you're gonna die, bucko. You know, if you... I don't know what I'm gonna play. I think I've said that I want to do a playthrough of Crystal. I don't have access to Gold and Silver on the Virtual Console, so I'll just do Crystal. Nice double down. Shout out to the KFC Double Down, the best sandwich ever made. But yeah, so it'll either be Showdown or Crystal, provided I can get Crystal set up. You know, there's really no point in using my revive stuff when I can just walk back. So yeah, that'll be fun. It's been a long time. Crystal was actually the first game I ever played on my Twitch channel. So, it's been about a year since I started streaming, so it'll be a nice little anniversary gift thing. So that'll be fun. The original one I did was randomized. I don't think I'm gonna do this one randomized because I want to play the base game. Because, you know, Silver was the first game I ever played. I still have memories of when my brother was born and he was just a little baby in his crib. I would be watching him. I'd have, like, I wouldn't have one eye on him and one eye on something else because I'm not a freaking chameleon. But, like, I'd be looking at him, and then I'd look at my Silver game. I think I was standing over his crib when I beat Whitney for the first time. So, you know, it was lots of good memories. The game I, like, am the most fond of, though, would probably be Sapphire. Because I have about 4 copies of Sapphire. That's how much I love the game. And, so I'm pretty sure what would happen would be my stupid, like, 8-year-old self would lose a cartridge, and instead of looking for it, I would just have my parents get me a new one. I would just say, like, oh, no, it's completely lost. There's no way I'm getting it back. So I just end up getting a new one. That's also how I have, like, 3 copies of Leaf Green. You know, it's like, it's a similar thing. But I just remember being in my grandparents' house, just playing that on their old couch. Alright. This guy needs to stop. I also remember the one time that I got Ruby for, I think it was either my birthday, but it might have been for, I think it was for Christmas. And what happened was my 3DS, my 3DS. I had a 3DS back in, like, 2006. I was way ahead of the game. What do I have to kill Metagross? My thing that's almost dead? I'll just use this. So yeah, I got Ruby, right? I didn't have a charger for my Game Boy Advance, and I had the SP, so I couldn't just change out the battery. So I couldn't play the game when I got it, and I was so sad. It was like, yeah, alright, I played Sapphire about 3 times already, but this was Ruby, you know? This was a totally different thing. And I remember my grandpa was trying to find, like, a screwdriver to unscrew the back to put new batteries in it, and we just couldn't find it, and I was super sad. But, you know, that's how it is. Sometimes you just don't have the charger. I also remember that Sapphire was, even though I played Silver first, Sapphire was my first level 100 Pokemon. So, it was a Swampert. It was the first Swampert I ever had. And since I was unoriginal child, his name was, Skippy, because when he was a Mudkip, I was like, oh, Skippy. I even did that when I was like, I don't even know how old I was. When I was like 16 in Diamond and Pearl, I was like, oh, it's a Turtwig. We call him Twiggy. But so, alright, I got this Swampert decently high level. And I put him into Coliseum, right? Because, you know, the battle, Mount Battle, and all that stuff. So, is he gonna fling? Okay. So then, I'm playing the game, and there's a thunderstorm going on outside. So, then there is, we get a power surge. And this is before we had really, like, you know, invested as hard as we have right now in power strips. Because in my room alone, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 power strips. Wait, nope, make it 5. I forgot about the one in the corner. I've got 5 power strips in my room alone. We have so many power strips because power surges are just not okay. Like, if people were at my stream the other day, we had a power surge, like, mid-stream. Power just flickered a couple times. So the stream ended on a pretty low note, but I shouldn't happen again, so I'm gonna try streaming again. You super fanging little slut. Come here. So, alright. Swampert. Coliseum. Let's get back on track here. I was playing the game. Power Surge happened. And so I was like, okay, no, that's no big deal. Like, I saved a while ago, right? I went and I looked. The Power Surge wiped my memory card. So, my level 100 Swampert that I'd taken so much care of that to my, like, whatever, like, 8-year-old, 9-year-old self was, like, my bestest friend, just died. I remember, one of my first thoughts was, how could he die? He's a ground type. Ground types aren't weak to electricity. And I was just like, Pokemon lied to me. You should be immune. But that's why I call every single... I think I've called literally every single Swampert I've ever had Skippy. No. I have a free-for-all Swampert that I called Pertinent because it's a pun. But for the most part... But my other two free-for-all Swamperts are Skippy. Also, that guy's name was Atropos? You good? Like, what kind of name is that? Calm yourself. Alright. I remember what I'm talking about. Like, empty broke. Dang, dude. Someone died. I wonder if, you know, speaking of people being dead, I wonder if Calorith is alive. You know, you don't have mold breakers, so I'll just kill ya. I don't remember what got me off on that tangent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was playing Crystal. And I was like, you know, Gold, Silver, and Crystal are the games that I first played. I didn't know what I was doing. The order of playing Pokemon games, since, you know, I need things to talk about, for me was... First game was Silver. Then I went, oh, Aggron, I'm not killing you. I love you too much to kill you. So, I started off with Silver, played that for a bit. I want that TM. I played that for a bit, then Ruby Sapphire came out, and I always get, since the beginning, I have always gotten the second of the two games. So, I got Crystal, or no, yeah, second of the two games, getting Crystal. That's the 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3, quick maths. So I got Silver, then I got Ruby, oh my god, Sapphire. It's 9, I'm gonna break all, like, illusion, suspension of disbelief. It is 9 in the morning right now. Alright, I have not had coffee. I am... Oh, let's go. So, started off with... Oh my god, Silver. Then I got Sapphire. Then I went back and I got Blue version from my babysitter's kid. Who was, he was a good guy. I believe he was the one, I think he taught me how to, like, clone Pokemon or something, too. He was a good guy. He's a good guy. He taught me how to cheat in Pokemon. No, so, yeah, I went back and I got that. And then I went, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green came out. I got Leaf Green. My dad actually got Fire Red. So we could trade Pokemon. I actually have a story about that. I don't know if I've told it in a video, but, you know, I'll tell it once I, you know, finish this tangent, because if I keep going off on tangents, I'll never get any of the stories actually told. Why did you explode on me? Stop this. So, that came out, and then 4th gen rolled around, I got Pearl. You know, then of course I got Soul Silver. I don't even remember what he said was coming out. It started with an S? That's not an S. Alright, I don't even know anymore. So, you know, Pearl came out, and I got Soul Silver. Played the crap out of Soul Silver. Easily one of my top games. It is easily, like, one of my top, like, maybe 5 Pokemon games. More like top 3. I think top 3 would be Soul Silver, I don't know. It's a tie between Emerald and Sapphire, I think. For second, and then third would definitely be Black 2, White 2. Probably, I guess, if I have to pick one, it would be Black 2, because that's the one I played. Actually, yeah. I think Black and White was the one time that we changed. No. I did play White version. I'm thinking of the legendaries. But in Black version, you catch Reshiram, which is the white one. And in White version, you catch Zekrom, I think. I think that's how it went. It was like one of those really weird ones. So, I got those. You know, Black 2, White 2. X and Y came out. I got Y. And then... Oros. Obviously, I got Alpha Sapphire. That only makes sense. Then Sun and Moon came out, and I got Moon. And when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out, I'm probably gonna get... I might actually... No, I might break it. I might break the chain. And I might get Ultra Sun. Because UB Burst looks amazing. Granted, you know, I can just get the other... Oh, I'm leading with Harvey. I might as well just get experience off of this thing. So... I'm trying to think... Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Fire Red Leaf Green story. Basically, if you ever see me use a Starmie, it'll be named Jeff. And here's why, alright? So, Jeff is... It's my dad's name, alright? He's Dad Butero, or whatever you want to call it. Papa Taro, let's go with that. So, we were playing, and I wanted to use Starmie. You know, Starmie was in his game. So, and of course, you know, if I'm, like, mistaken on which game I had, like, if Starmie is only in Leaf Green, then okay, I was playing Fire Red at the time, whatever. In any case, he had the other game, and I wanted Starmie. So we traded. I think it was Slowbro for Starmie because those were the parallels. You know, the ones that are specifically version exclusive, whatever. And he wanted me to evolve it, and you know, at the time I was like, I want damage, so I was like, I will not evolve him until he gets Hydro Pump. And I'll evolve him until he gets Hydro Pump, which he gets it like in the high 40s. So I was pretty early on in the game. I still had like a Charmeleon. You know, I was just about to go into the Silphco building. So I go to bed, I wake up the next morning, and I cannot find my Game Boy. I'm looking everywhere for it. I can't find my Game Boy Advance. It's nowhere to be found. I'm like starting to get worried because maybe it got like washed or something. And so I ask my dad, and he goes into his room and he comes out with it and he just gives it to me with a smile on his face. Now, I'm worried that my dad has just like completely trolled me and deleted my save file or something. Alright? So I open up the game. I'm like, alright, what do you do? Alright, I'm outside of the Silphco building still, everything's fine. I'm like, okay. Then I was like, wait, did he like release my Pokemon or something? So I look, and the first thing I see is a Staryu at level 48 with Hydro Pump. And he's just standing there and is like, you can evolve it now. So, basically what he did was, he went into my room when I was sleeping, he grabbed my Game Boy Advance, and he went through the entire Silphco building using only Starmie while I was asleep, so that I would evolve it. And it was really, like, it was a really sweet thing, but it also kind of backfired in that I only used Starmie from that point. Well, no, I didn't only use Starmie. I was still, I don't think I ever was the kid who's like, I'm only gonna use my starter. So, alright, calm yourself. There's no need for that. So, the reason it backfired was that Silphco is like one of the good places to train Charmander, or Charmeleon, whatever. There's just something about it that just makes it easy. Because, like, there's a lot of water types in Gen 1, I suppose. There's a lot of water types and a good amount of ground and rock types. So training a fire type is hard. So, the issue then was, I ended the game. I went into the Elite Four. I had a Starmie at level, like, 60. I had a Dodrio in the 50s. I had a Raichu in the 50s. 2 other Pokemon that I still don't remember. And then a Charizard at level 46. And that Charizard did absolutely nothing in the Elite Four. He was a non-factor. Like, he was more of a, like, burden than anything else. So, yeah, so because of that, I name every Starmie I have after my dad. I almost said in memoriam, but he's not dead. So that's no. No, that is no. He's definitely alive. Let's see. Yeah, you're just gonna keep doing this because you're lame? Probably trying to bait me. Wants to get my defense low enough that I'll die to any attack. I feel like the Stone Evolution Pokemon have, like, they only have the moveset that they, like, would have. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you, like, look them up on Cerebi or Bulbapedia, like, those 4 moves that they have, those are the only moves that those Magiuses all have. Alright, I'm not gonna be stopped forever, alright? I keep on ticking. Alright, this guy's off. I almost had a flying type user. Smart. Alright. Tell you limb from limb, just like the dreams your parents had for you. Joke's on you! I've already done that! Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to think my parents are proud of me, but you never know. Alright, Malamar. I've got one thing that's super effective against that. Also, thankfully, it takes it on pretty well anyway. I like to think that I haven't crushed the dreams my parents had for me. Because I don't even know if my parents had any dreams for me in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like, I'm not saying that to be mean to them. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's how, like, my philosophy on life is to keep your expectations as low as they possibly can. So that way, alright, that might seem like super pessimistic, but there's a reason for it. The reason is, then, whenever it, you know, doesn't go the absolute worst case scenario, which, you know, never happens, it always makes you feel better. Like, if you go into a test and you're like, alright, I'm just gonna get a 0 on this test. This is gonna be absolutely awful. And then you get, like, an 80, then you're like, wow, I did so much better than I thought I was gonna do. Instead of, if you go into an exam and you're like, alright, we're gonna knock this out of the park, we're gonna get 100%, we're gonna destroy it. Then when you get the 80, it's like, oh, I didn't do as well as I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, if you set it low, you'll always get that boost of, oh, sweet, it went better than I thought it was gonna. So, like, I don't take it as pessimistic, because I try not to be pessimistic anymore. Early college days, now that was pessimistic. Oh, boy. I was the most cynical person. Just, I know cynical and pessimistic aren't the same thing, but I was both. I was cynical, pessimistic, just absolute. I don't know how people put up with me. I was just so negative. Oh wait, I wanted that TM. Hold on. We're stopping everything. I forgot about the T. Okay, I can't go back. I had to come back for it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how people put up with me. And then, I don't remember what did it, but at some point I was just like, you know, being super negative all the time is lame. I don't want to be lame. Alright, fine. If I can't outrun you, I'll just have to kill you. This is your fault for not letting me run. There we go. But I don't remember what got off on that. I've been going off on so many tangents. I feel like my old computer science professor. Shout out to freaking Dr. Wyatt. That man, I will always remember that man for a multitude of reasons. The first one was that he was an incredibly chill guy, but at the same time, it's weird. He was chill, but he was also kind of harsh, because he did the thing where, like, if you asked a lot of really basic questions, like, wow, Wild Volcarona, that's crazy. Like, okay, as an example, if we're getting ready for the final, or not the final, if we're getting ready for the midterm, and you're still asking questions that were covered on day one, then he would basically just be like, can I see you outside for a moment? And basically, he'd take you outside, he'd tell you that, you know, this is not, like, this profession is not for you, you need to find something else, and then that person would never show up to class again. I was one of those people. Kind of. Basically, the way it happened was the whole, you know the trap they warn you about when you first go into college, which is, yes, you have freedom now, but don't let it get to you. I let the freedom get to me. I would just be like, oh, do I really need to go to class today? Nah, be fine. This has been like the 20th time I've done that or something. And then the thing that really killed me was angry. Was when daylight savings time. Alright, so I didn't change my clock. So I had a midterm at like 10 o'clock, I think. And I was like, oh, okay. It was at 11. And I was like, alright. So, alright, oh, it's 10 o'clock, you know? I still got a while. And then at around 10:30, I was like, wait, it's daylight savings time. But it was way too late, the doors were closed and all that stuff, so I just couldn't do it. So then, you know, it was basically like, alright, yeah, you're not gonna... And, like, the head of the department came to me, and he was like, you do realize you're failing this class, right? And I was like, no, I did not know that, actually. And so then one day, you know, Dr. White was like, hey, can I see you outside? And I'm like, oh, great, here we go. I'm gonna get freaking kicked out. And instead, alright, this is like something straight out of like a freaking movie or something, alright? So he takes me aside, he's like, alright, we both know that you are so much better at this than you're showing. So, like, he's like, I'm not gonna, you know, get you kicked out or whatever, because I know you can do this. You just need to apply yourself. So basically, instead of saying, you know, you are, like, you need to find something else, this profession isn't for you, he's basically like, stop being a lazy piece of garbage and do your work. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then we went to talk to the head of the department, and he said the same thing. Not as kind words, if I remember correctly, but, you know, I wouldn't have used kind words either in my position. So he was a great guy, but he would get off on tangents, much like I'm doing right now. So one thing he would do would be So we were getting ready for, this is the second time I was taking his class, because, spoiler alert, after all of the talks, like the pep talks and stuff, there was literally no way I could pass. It was way too late. So I had to take it again. So we're getting ready for the final. And, so what exactly happened? And where I am, oh yeah, so we're talking, oh, Blazikenite, sweet. So we're getting ready for the final, and he's going over the slides. Or not the slides, he's got a long bulleted list of all the topics we're going over. Then he starts talking about the cherry trees he had planted in his yard, alright? And I'm like, okay, this is another, you know, Wyatt rambling, Wyatt tangent, so it'll be over soon. I look up at the clock, a little bit later. There's like a half hour left in the class. He's gone over maybe like like 7 or 8 bullet points out of 40, and we've got, you know, 20 minutes left. So I raised my hand and I was like, Dr. Wyatt, your cherry trees are, you know, they're impeccable, they're fascinating. I drive by them every day, love them. At the same time, all right, I've already taken this class once. I'd really rather not have to take it again because we just didn't study enough for it. Like, yeah, you know, I could do it on my own time, but like, any little bit helps. And I, like, you know, for the other students in here who don't want to take it a second time, I don't want to take it a third time. I was like, can we just get back to the bullet points, please? And I still remember that he managed to get through the rest of the points in those 20 minutes. And when we finished, he looked directly at me with the smuggest, most shit-eating grin on his face. And he was like, oh, look at that. We managed to get, like, oh, look at that. See, I knew I could get it done on time. And I was just like, the only reason you got them done on time instead of talking about your cherry trees was I said something. Don't you be making me the bad guy here. But I was just like, alright, congrats. But, let me tell you, that man is a legend, alright? He went on sabbatical, you know, which means you don't have to teach. He made lesson plans. Like, well, no, he didn't make lesson plans, but, like, you know, you're supposed to, like, relax, and, like, you don't have to worry about your profession, but he loves, like, coding and stuff so much. If I remember right, he taught himself, like, 3 programming languages on his sabbatical. Okay? So, instead of golfing or doing the Sunday crosswords, he just learned 3 new languages in, like, a year. I only really know, like, 1 language, and I've been in school for 5. So, like, let me tell you, that man's the GOAT. Alright, we got Earthquake, right? Can I teach that to Crustle so I'm not walled by Aegislash? Because I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight more of those boys. Who can learn this? This is a good move. Can someone learn this good move? Oh, yeah. I got Metal Clock, so I was like, oh, that'll be so good against fairies. Why would I ever, you know? Alright, I'm gonna see if we can at least get out of the volcanic area before I end the... Hello, Buster Brown. You're a big boy. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get through the volcanic area before I end the episode. Alright, that's pain. Come on, Harvey, you can live. Harvey, don't you die. Frickin' sandstorm. Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm gonna use my next Pokemon. This is like primo XP. So, gimme. Oh man, I should probably eat at some point. There's so many things I need to do. I should probably eat. I should probably... Well, eat. I've got... So there's a project I'm doing with Angus. If you follow Kindem on Twitter, you already know about it. Because I forgot to tell her that it was a secret. So, you know, that's entirely on me. Yeah, I'm doing a project with... What the... Am I back here? What? Okay, I am confused now. Okay. Alright. Alright. I think I might... Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually end the episode after this battle then, and get my bearings. Because we're already at, like, 35 minutes, and, I don't have much time. Like, it's gonna be another fiasco with last recording session where I grinded up a Snorlax for 2 hours, and that took out way too much time. So, we're gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh, super professional. Let's stretch and yawn in the middle of our outro. That's fantastic. So, yeah. So, the stuff that I just said, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.